What if the dog standing in front of you was so hidden beneath years of neglect that nobody could tell what it truly looked like? What if the animal's real face, natural coat color, healthy body shape, and even its unique personality were trapped beneath a heavy armor of tangled fur and painful mats? Today's story is about one remarkable rescue dog whose transformation became so astonishing that people could hardly believe it was the same animal. As Dr. Karen Becker often emphasizes, proper grooming is not about beauty alone, it is about health, comfort, dignity, and giving a dog the opportunity to live its best life. When rescuers first encountered this dog, they saw a heartbreaking example of what severe matting can do to an innocent animal. Thick layers of compacted fur covered nearly every inch of the body. The mats pulled relentlessly against the skin, restricting movement and causing constant discomfort with every step. The dog's eyes were barely visible through the tangled mess, making it difficult to appreciate the gentle soul hidden underneath. Its ears disappeared beneath heavy clumps of fur, and its natural coat color was impossible to identify. Even experienced rescuers struggled to determine the dog's breed mix because the severe matting had completely altered its appearance. Every movement seemed cautious and uncomfortable, as though the dog had become accustomed to carrying an unbearable burden. Yet beneath that neglected exterior was a living creature, still capable of trust, hope, and resilience. This is one of the most powerful lessons in dog rescue. The condition we see on the outside rarely tells the whole story. A neglected coat can hide healthy skin, beautiful markings, and expressive features that have been concealed for months or even years. More importantly, it can hide a dog's true spirit. Professional groomers understand that removing severe mats is not simply a cosmetic procedure. It requires patience, skill, compassion, and an unwavering commitment to the dog's welfare. Every careful movement of the grooming tools represents a step toward freedom. Every section of removed matting relieves pressure that may have been causing pain for an extended period. As the grooming process began, rescuers were made hopeful, but uncertain about what they would discover underneath. Would the skin be damaged? Would there be infections hidden beneath the dense coat? Would the dog tolerate the lengthy procedure? After experiencing so much discomfort, these questions lingered in everyone's mind. Yet, despite the uncertainty, there was a growing sense that something extraordinary was waiting to emerge. The dog remained surprisingly calm, almost as if it understood that help had finally arrived. Beneath the tangled layers, beneath the neglect, and beneath the years of discomfort, a completely different dog was waiting to be revealed. Nobody in the room could have predicted just how dramatic that transformation would become, or how profoundly it would remind everyone that proper grooming can change far more than appearance. It can change a dog's entire quality of life. As the grooming session continued, the suspense inside the room grew with every careful pass of the clippers. Large sections of matted fur began falling away, revealing a dog that nobody had expected to see. What appeared at first was not simply cleaner fur, but an entirely different identity. The dog's facial features slowly emerged from beneath the tangled mass. Eyes that had been hidden for so long suddenly became visible, shining with curiosity and quiet intelligence. The shape of the muzzle became clear, the ears reappeared, the natural contours of the body, concealed beneath layers of compacted fur, started to take form. With each minute, the transformation became more astonishing. Rescuers exchanged looks of amazement as they realized they had never truly seen this dog before. The mats had disguised nearly everything. Even the coat color proved to be a surprise. Beneath the dark and dirty exterior was a beautiful, healthy coat with shades and patterns that nobody could have guessed. The dramatic change served as a powerful reminder of a lesson frequently emphasized by Dr. Karen Becker. A dog's physical condition often reflects the quality of care it receives, and even small acts of proper care can create life-changing improvements. As more of the matted fur disappeared, the dog seemed to experience a growing sense of relief. Its posture changed noticeably. The hesitant movement seen earlier gradually gave way to greater confidence and comfort. For perhaps the first time in a very long period, the dog was able to move without carrying pounds of painful, restrictive mats. The transformation was not only visible on the outside, it was becoming evident in the dog's behavior as well. There was a renewed spark in its eyes, a subtle shift in body language, and an unmistakable sense that a burden had been lifted. Yet the most emotional moment was still ahead. When the final sections of matting were removed and the grooming process neared completion, everyone stepped back to observe the result. The dog standing before them looked nothing like the one that had arrived. It was almost impossible to believe they were looking at the same animal. The difference was so dramatic that many people would have assumed a completely different dog had entered the room. The rescue team could finally see the dog's true expression, true structure, and true beauty. More importantly, they could see a living creature that no longer appeared trapped by neglect. This moment captured something deeply meaningful about dogs and the people who care for them. Dogs do not ask for perfection. They do not demand luxury. They simply depend on humans to provide the basic care necessary for health and comfort. Grooming is one of those essential responsibilities. It protects the skin, reduces pain, improves mobility, and allows veterinarians and caregivers to identify potential health concerns before they become serious problems. As the transformed rescue dog stood proudly after the grooming session, it became clear that this story was about far more than appearance. It's about restoration, compassion, and the remarkable ability of proper care to reveal the incredible life hidden beneath years of neglect. The story of this rescue dog leaves us with a lesson that reaches far beyond grooming tables, veterinary clinics, and animal shelters. It reminds us that what we see on the surface is not always the truth. For dogs, severe matting can hide physical features, conceal health concerns, and prevent them from living comfortably. Yet in many ways, this remarkable transformation also reflects a deeper reality about resilience and recovery. The dog that arrived burdened by neglect was not defined by its condition. Beneath every tangled strand of fur was the same loyal heart, the same capacity for trust, and the same desire to experience kindness. Once the barriers were removed, those qualities became visible again. This is why stories like this resonate with so many people. They demonstrate the incredible difference that compassion, patience, and responsible care can make in the life of an animal. As Dr. Karen Becker has often emphasized through her work and advocacy for canine wellness, preventive care is one of the greatest gifts we can provide our dogs. Regular grooming is not merely a routine task, it is an essential component of overall health that contributes to comfort, mobility, skin health, emotional well-being, and quality of life. For long-haired dogs especially, consistent grooming helps prevent painful mats from forming and allows owners to monitor changes in the skin, coat, and body condition. The rescue dog's transformation became a visual example of these principles in action. Viewers who witnessed the process were amazed not only by the dramatic physical change, but also by the emotional shift that occurred along the way. The dog's confidence seemed to grow with every stage of the grooming session. The fearful, uncomfortable animal that arrived at the beginning gradually gave way to a brighter, more relaxed companion who could finally experience relief. In many ways, the transformation represented a second chance. It was a reminder that rescue is not always about dramatic medical procedures or extraordinary interventions. Sometimes rescue begins with simple acts of care performed consistently and compassionately. A grooming appointment, a healthy meal, a safe place to rest, and a patient hand can become the foundation for a completely new chapter in a dog's life. The image of this dog standing proudly after the final groom serves as a powerful symbol of hope. It shows that neglect does not have to determine the future. It demonstrates that healing is possible when dedicated people choose to help. Most importantly, it reminds us that every dog deserves to be seen for who they truly are rather than the circumstances that may have hidden them from view. The dog nobody recognized after grooming ultimately became a living example of transformation, proving that beneath layers of neglect, there can still exist extraordinary beauty, remarkable strength, and a spirit waiting for the opportunity to shine. If you are benefiting from our topics, please subscribe, like, and turn on the bell notifications so you can see our new videos early.